The world thought it was finally over. No more races, no more danger, no more goodbyes. But some stories don't end quietly. Some legends can never escape what's coming. And when the past returns with fire, even Dominic Toretto will be forced. Back onto the road one last time. The screen opens in complete silence. A slow, dark sky hangs over an empty highway. No engines, no people. Just the feeling that something is missing. Dominic Toretto is far from the life he once knew. He is no longer running missions or chasing enemies. He is living in peace, hidden away from the world. For the first time in years, the streets are not calling his name. Dom spends his days in quiet moments, sitting outside a small home, hearing only the wind instead of roaring cars. The camera shows him looking at an old photo of his crew, his family, the people who fought beside him through impossible battles. There is pain in his eyes, but also calm. He believes it is finally done, but peace never lasts long for a man like him. Somewhere else, in a dark room filled with shadows, a mysterious figure watches screens showing Dom's face, his past missions, and every battle he survived. A deep voice speaks slowly. He thinks he's free, but no one is ever free from what they started. The music begins to rise. A warning is coming. Dom feels it before he sees it. One night, his phone vibrates for the first time in months. The name on the screen makes his expression change instantly. His calm disappears. The message is short. Only 4 words. It's not over, Dom. The camera cuts to flashes of burning cars, secret weapons being moved, and unknown soldiers preparing in silence. The world is shifting again. Danger is waking up. Dom stands up, stepping toward his garage. He stares at the car under the cover, the symbol of everything he left behind. His hand slowly pulls the cover off. The engine has not spoken in a long time. But it's about to roar again. The silence breaks with a storm of chaos. Far away. From Dom's quiet life, the world is already starting to burn. In the middle of a crowded city, lights suddenly go out. Cars crash, people scream. Something powerful is taking control, something hidden for a long time. A new enemy has risen. Unlike anyone before, this is not just a gang or a street rival. This is a dangerous global force with money, weapons, and technology that can destroy entire cities in minutes. Their leader stays unseen, speaking only through shadows and fear. And their plan is simple. Bring the world to its knees. Secret trucks move through the night carrying stolen machines. Military-level tech, weapons built for war, not crime. The enemy is building something big. Something unstoppable. The camera cuts to a government meeting room. Screens show explosions, missing shipments, and names of people connected to Dom's past. An officer slams the table and says, "This isn't random. They're targeting them." Then we see Hobbs, older, stronger, but tired of fighting. He's in a quiet place too, trying to stay away from the madness. But peace is broken when armed agents arrive at his door. One of them says, "We need you back." Hobbs stares coldly. "I'm done." But the agent answers, "This threat isn't going away." And it's personal. The music grows louder. Hobbs is shown walking toward his gear, his face filled with anger. Then the scene shifts again to Deckard Shaw. He's in London, moving through the dark streets like a ghost. A message arrives for him too, sealed in blood-red ink. His eyes narrow as he reads, "Your past is calling." Suddenly, Shaw is attacked. Masked fighters strike fast, trained like soldiers. Shaw fights back with brutal force, but even he can feel it. This is different. These people aren't here to scare him. They are here to send a message. A voice speaks over the chaos. "Toretto, Hobbs, Shaw, they will all return." Flashes of Dom's crew appear, old faces, old memories. Unfinished battles. The enemy is not just starting a war. They are waking up the Fast family for one final fight, and the road ahead will be deadlier than ever. The world is falling apart fast, and Dominic Toretto knows the truth deep inside. This is not something he can face alone, no matter how far. He ran from his past. It has found him again. The screen shows Dom driving through the night, the road empty, but his mind heavy. His grip tightens on the wheel. His eyes are focused, not just on the road, but on what's coming, a voice echoes in narration. You can hide from the world, but you can't hide from family. Dom arrives at an old garage, a place filled with memories. Dust covers the tools. Silence covers the walls. But then, one by one, familiar engines begin to arrive. First comes Ramon, stepping out with a nervous smile, trying to joke like always, but even he feels the fear underneath. Then Tej, serious, already looking at screens and maps. Letty walks in next, her face calm, but strong. No words are needed. They all understand, something bigger than ever has begun. Then Hobbs appears. The room turns tense instantly. The air feels heavy. Dom and Hobbs lock eyes, years of anger and history between them. Hobbs speaks first. I didn't come back for you. I came back because the world needs us. Dom steps forward slowly. No. It's because they won't stop until they take everything from us. For a moment, it feels like the old fight could return, but then Shaw enters, cold and sharp as ever. He looks around and says, arguing won't save you. This enemy doesn't care about your pride. The music rises. The crew stands together again, not perfect, not peaceful, but united. A new plan begins. Maps spread across tables. Targets are marked across countries. This mission is not just one city. It's global. Explosions flash across the screen. Planes taking off, cars speeding through deserts, helicopters over burning streets. Dom's voice comes in, deep and emotional. This isn't about racing anymore. This is war. Letty looks at him, her eyes filled with fear and love. Do we survive this? Dom pauses, then answers softly. We survive because we have each other. The crew prepares like never before, weapons loaded, engines rebuilt. Last hugs, last looks, the enemy is coming, and the Fast family is about to take one final ride into the fire. The final mission begins with thunder. The screen fills with flashes of chaos, alarms ringing, cities locked down, fighter jets crossing the sky. The enemy has launched their plan, and the world is on the edge of collapse. Dom's crew races against time. Not for money, not for pride, but for survival. A convoy of black armored vehicles moves through a mountain highway, carrying the enemy's deadly weapon. This is the moment everything leads to. If it reaches its destination, millions will die. Dom's voice echoes. This ends tonight. The music explodes as engines roar. Dom, Hobbs, and Shaw lead the charge. Cars burst out of the shadows like missiles. Tires scream across the pavement. Explosions light up the darkness. Hobbs jumps onto a moving truck, fighting soldiers with raw force. Shaw drifts through gunfire, smashing through barriers with perfect control. Letty launches her car off a ramp, crashing onto an enemy vehicle in midair. The action is bigger than ever. Highways collapse, helicopters crash, fire spreads across the road. But then, the enemy leader finally appears. A cold figure steps forward, smiling. Did you really think you could stop what's already been set in motion? Dom stares at him, breathing hard. I don't care who you are. The villain replies, I'm the end of your road. Suddenly, everything turns. Darker, the crew is trapped. The weapon is seconds from activation. The enemy has planned every move. Ramon shouts. We're out of time, Tej screams. Dom, we have to pull back. But Dom looks at his family and makes the hardest choice. He speaks quietly. No one touches my family. Dom climbs into his car, damaged but still alive. He looks at Letty one last time, her eyes fill with tears. Don't do this, she whispers. Dom smiles softly. This is what we do. Fast ends here. But legends never die. Title reveal, Fast and Furious, 11 to 2026.